fighting all the way from the first battle of Geonosis that began the Clone Wars to the fall of the Republic and the creation of the Empire. The Delta Squad were an elite unit of clone commandos who were tasked with carrying out the Republic's most demanding and grueling missions. But we don't actually know this to be true in canon. So what exactly do we know about the Delta Squad in canon? Well, let's find out. Before we get into it, make sure you're subscribed and let me know in the comments how hyped you are for the Bad Batch, which is releasing in only a week from now. So our first canon glimpse at the elite Delta Squad came from the Clone Wars episode Witches of the Mist, where the unit was called upon in the aftermath of Savage Opress's brutal massacre of the planet Devaron. Savage, who is Maul's brother, savagely killed Jedi General Master Halsey along with his Padawan Knox, who were defending the sacred Temple of Eedit, which was a very sacred site to the Jedi Order because it was constructed over a large vergence in the Force. Regardless, this quickly captured the attention of the Jedi Council very soon after. And by the way, if you want to see the ridiculous events that happened at Master Halsey's funeral, make sure you click on the card on screen now or the link in the pinned comment down below. After hearing of what went down at the Temple of Eedit on Devaron, the Jedi Council sent the Delta Squad to recover the bodies and bring them back for a traditional Jedi memorial service. Once back, the squad reported directly to the Jedi High Council, informing them that the entire military force on Devaron had fallen, along with the Jedi General and his Padawan. Now at this point, we didn't actually know the squad members' nicknames in canon, we only knew their clone designation number and ranks, which were Clone Sergeant RC-1138, Second in Command RC-1140, RC-1262, and finally RC-1207. Each member kept their designation number from Legends. Thankfully, a new Clone Wars encyclopedia was just released, and finally confirmed the nicknames of the entire Delta Squad in canon, as well as giving us a very small sliver of information about their roles in the new canon. So I'll read those to you now. The first is Boss, whose abilities include leadership, armed and unarmed combat, military tactics, infiltration, reconnaissance, sniper skills, and jetpack training. RC-1138, known as Boss, is a sergeant who leads the elite commando unit known as Delta Squad for some of the war's most dangerous missions. Boss leads Delta Squad's search for survivors after Savage Opress's raid on Devaron's ancient Temple of Eedit. Next is Fixer, whose abilities are mostly the same as Boss's, except he has the addition of slicer skills and mechanical repairs. RC-1140 is Boss's second in command in Delta Squad. He is known as Fixer because of his skills as a slicer and tinkerer. Fixer is quiet, grim, and is so focused on following regulations that he uses his comrades' operating numbers during missions. After that is Scorch, who again has most of the same abilities, except he also has a lot of experience in demolition. RC-1262, nicknamed Scorch, is an elite commando who acts as Delta Squad's explosives expert. Scorch is quick with a joke, even when combat is at its hottest. He is frustrated to find nothing to blow up when the Deltas survey the aftermath of Savage Opress's attack on a Jedi temple. Finally, we have Sev, who has the extra ability of sniper skills. RC-1207, nicknamed Sev, is a commando in the Delta Squad. Sev is the unit's sniper, and his many skills include tracking and survival. Sev seems to love combat, and his enthusiasm for battle can strike his fellow Deltas as a bit disturbing. And finally, we know that the Delta Squad was deployed from an LAAT gunship into a battle zone in order to take control of territory on some unknown planet. Not very specific, but that comes from a Star Wars trading card, which is part of canon. So after hearing all of this and knowing that the encyclopedia was written at the same time as the Bad Batch was being developed, I'd say it's very likely that the Delta Squad will appear. They could serve as a group who are sent to hunt down Clone Force 99 after they defect from the Empire, or they could play another minor role in the Bad Batch, just like they did in the Clone Wars. Although I do hope they get at least a full arc dedicated to them, as the Bad Batch is all about clone troopers and exploring all of the old clone stories which have been told over the years. So that is everything we know about the Delta Squad in canon. Thanks so much for watching, really hope you enjoyed the video. Cheers guys, hope to see you in the next one.